you see those ducks up there?
Yes.
They were slightly distracting, but it's probably a good parable in action, isn't it? The older ducks were trying to teach the younger gosling how to swim. And it strikes me what we're trying to do at the moment is trying to teach a whole new world how to swim in a different way. So thank you for being so prophetic and coming out today, because like that little gospel reading today, we see that we are called to be good stewards. That's not always easy. The choice is not always as stark as it is for us. But I think what we've heard today is that there is a very stark choice. And in that sense, it's easy to make. Why is there such resistance? Well, I guess those little ducklings, they're still up the top there. They haven't got back in the water. So we feel a little bit like that at times. But generosity of heart, placing our trust in God and attempting to be good stewards is the call that we are hearing. So I shan't linger on the gospel because there's got a few other little things to say. Well, we've heard some of background to Pope Francis's encyclical Laudato. And of course that is the inspiration for us of our Diocesan Council, whose work is to engage with all people to bring about a deeper understanding of the practice of integral ecology. It's not just a lovely phrase, but trying to show, drag, enable people to see that this is something as a pathway forward. And I'm delighted to say that the Council was established in November 2020, and I know there are some members here today. In 2022, the Council began the establishment of this strategic plan, aligned with the Laudato Si action plan. And the action plan is a starting point, an invitation to that wonderful gospel imperative of conversion, and in this case, ecological conversion. And of course, it responds to 6 dimensions: ecological education, ecological spirituality, ecological economics, adoption of sustainable lifestyles, response to cry of the earth and cry of the poor, and community engagement and participation. That is a lifetime of work. But we are involved in cultural change, which is a hard thing, because sometimes hearts atrophy, sometimes they slow down, they become stony rather than fleshy. All good biblical elements with which we can work. So we take that promise that God will replace our hearts of stone with hearts of flesh. We have to do our little bit as well. And although it is invitational in nature, it is the starting point from which we all begin. We begin from where we are. But we acknowledge that it is an important thing. It's not just a nice choice to make if we had nothing else to do, but this is core. And so I'm delighted today to say that we formally launch our Laudato Si action plan and commit ourselves to that whole spirit of ongoing conversion, because this is not just a one-off. This is a whole way of being, and it is life-giving, it is nurturing, it is not just for the moment, but it is for always. So coming around now are copies of the new action plan, launched right now as we speak. The first to get them, and even the rain has stopped.
Thank you very much.
They've already been signed, so don't worry. But again, a lot of the things I go to say, you're always talking, but you're never doing. So I think we can put that myth to bed today. This is actually, even though what we're saying is going to take a big cultural change, this is actually embedding in all of the ways we live and move and have our being, a way of living and moving and having our being. Now, left to ourselves, we won't get very far. We've heard about the communal dimension of it, and the great thing I take comfort is that the Holy Spirit loves a bit of chaos. Somehow the Holy Spirit turns up in the most chaotic places. So if you think we're a little bit chaotic or the world's a little bit chaotic, well, that's a good thing, because the Spirit favours those places. So we ask the Lord to bless our particular endeavours and hopes today as we launch this. The hard work is putting it into practice, but at least this is a wonderful guide, and thank you again for all those that have got us to this point as we launch today. And it's going to take a little while to change hearts, to change practice, but we know that that's possible, because we're all called to conversion, and this particular way we seek to embed that in all that we are. So thank you.
Thank you, Archbishop. So we encourage you to not only have a read of this, but to reflect on it. And one of the things that we'll be developing is a community guide that will help our parishes and schools across the Archdiocese also develop their own Laudato Si action platform for their own location and their own place. This isn't just something that happens at the top level, but it only comes to light at the grassroots level. And so we'll be developing ways in which the supports to make that happen at the most local level. So we close our day today. We want to say thank you to the members of the Council for Integral Ecology for helping to put this on today. So Peter Laffin and T. Ping, thank you so much for your input and your work on this. And also all of you for coming out. It's pretty amazing to be able to come out in a day like today with the unknowns of the weather and the chaos of the weather. So thank you again, and we lean on you to spread the word and to help us in our own journey and our own work in this area. So, like all Catholic gatherings, we have announcements before the closing prayer. So.
Next, a fortnight from now, sorry, I got it wrong. 2nd of October, the Ecology Council with the Blackwood Parish is organizing a day at Adelaide National Park. And we had Leonie there last year, and we still wanted Leonie to come back and sing for us. It is in conjunction with